Los Santos. A city where chaos never sleeps, where every street corner is a battleground for dominance. In a metropolis teeming with firepower, the line between order and anarchy is held by one simple thing: a flash of red and blue lights. Storia Studios went behind the badge, walking the precinct halls, riding shotgun on patrol. Not to dramatize, not to glorify, but to witness the reality of the job. Join us as we take a closer look at the unseen side of the force. At the very beginning of our journey, the first thing that welcomes us is the department's lobby. From the moment we step inside, we witness a system working like an anthill, constantly in motion to protect the city. At the entrance, we are greeted by Sergeant Colton Briggs and Officer Sarah Ellington. They will be our guides throughout this journey.
Generally, every LSPD officer is required to file an incident report and handle the paperwork for every call they respond to. This doesn't just apply to the LSPD. It goes for all law enforcement agencies across San Andreas. 90% of our job is just reporting. For the system to function, flawless reporting is crucial. Any detail left unrecorded could impact the outcome of an investigation.
Every report is forwarded to the relevant units only after it passes our approval. For instance, if an investigation needs to be handed over to a detective, we ensure the incident report is free of any errors or omissions. Essentially, that is our job.
Although the idea of being a police officer is often imagined as action-packed and adrenaline-fueled, moving from one incident to another with gunfire and chaos, Briggs and Ellington's accounts clearly show that the reality is quite different. Much of the job lies beneath the surface, where the unseen side of the iceberg is spent dealing with bureaucracy and endless paperwork. Along with this reality come many sacrifices. As Captain Miriam Sharoyan states, anyone who decides to become a police officer is, in effect, making one of the biggest and most important decisions of their life. At this point, great sacrifices are inevitable. In that sense, the badge we wear is truly meaningful and sacred to us, a symbol of our commitment to the city. We attended the roll call briefing, where assignments are distributed before hitting the streets. While everyone's duties were being defined, we witnessed just how meticulously these operations are executed. Following the roll call briefing, as gear was being issued, everyone headed toward the vehicles with their patrol partners. The officers responsible for vehicle prep, inspections, and supplies completed their final checks before rolling out to the field. It's our second day at the department, and before heading out to the field, we're in the cafeteria. Here, Officer Michael Wallace is showing us one of the recycling bins installed throughout the station, a direct result of consultations with activists. Since officers operate on a tight schedule and don't want to spend time prepping meals, they usually bring food from home and eat here the moment they catch a break. We rejoin Sergeant Colton Briggs and Officer Sarah Ellington. Before we set off, they introduce us to our companion for the road.
We'll be taking the Stanier out on patrol today. It's an older model, but reliable, a trusty partner. Let me walk you through the onboard equipment. First, we have our MDC right here. We use it to run database checks. Here is the car radio. These handles control the spotlights. We can rotate them left or right from inside when needed. On the console, we have the switches for the light bar and the sirens. And this is our DIVCS. It records the exterior view. The DIVCS starts recording the moment our emergency lights are activated, just like our body cams.
Leaving the department behind, we start our patrol. I'm curious about something. Does it ever bother you, being under constant surveillance, knowing every word is on the record?
Not at all. Actually, it gives me peace of mind. It doesn't matter if my chats are recorded, if my conduct isn't ethical, I shouldn't be wearing this badge, and we still have fun and laugh. Hey, those recordings just become funny memories later on. I like the transparency. I don't feel uncomfortable. I know that if I'm ever questioned, I have the footage to prove I did the right thing.
As we continue our patrol, chatting and monitoring the radio, we receive a request for an additional unit. We immediately divert our route and head toward the location.
We've received a request for an extra unit. We are going to respond and investigate. You can step out of the vehicle, but for your own safety, it would be better if you watch from a distance.
We arrived on the scene to answer the call for backup. The situation involved a car with a busted headlight and 3 suspicious subjects inside. While Sergeant Colton Briggs and Officer Sarah Ellington are briefed by the officers who called them in, we watch the events unfold from a safe distance.
All right, so the vehicle you see up ahead was pulled over because its headlight is out. It shouldn't be on the road in that condition. That's why Officer Heng, along with a backup unit, stopped the car. Right now, he's running the details through the system. Depending on his discretion, he'll either issue a citation or let them off with a warning.
Hello again. Do you have any idea why we pulled you over?
Because our headlight's busted?
One headlight is broken, yes. But also, when you were driving behind me, you didn't have the one working light turned on either. All right. Please step out of the vehicle. We're going to have to impound this car as well.
I thought we were clear about you not touching anything in the vehicle.
Albert, Martin, get against the wall, man.
Yo, I didn't take nothing.
Are you listening to me? You and Martin, get against the wall.
3 civilians, driving with both headlights off despite one being broken, were subjected to a search due to suspicious behavior while their vehicle was being impounded. But tensions flared when, ignoring commands, they reached for items inside the car. The situation right now is extremely tense. Just as the routine search appears to be proceeding without incident, something terrible happens.
Why is this fucking camera filming us? Isn't it stupid filming such a waste of time? Oh, wait. You need to look good for the press, I guess.
Trust me, man, we didn't bring her along just to film you.
Miss, you got a light?
If I were you, I'd call a cab right now. You're free to go.
Seizing the opportunity as Sergeant Colton Briggs turns his back, the suspect launches an attack on us.
Yeah, film this. I'm gonna be famous. The girls in this city need to see my face. These fucking reporters are starting to piss me off.
I'm telling you for the last time, back away.
Albert, get over here, man. Come on.
You'd better listen to your friends, Albert.
Did you pay them off? What the fuck? You got them filming this bullshit.
Shut your mouth. I'm giving you one last warning. Do you want to get arrested?
Your vehicle is being towed for a violation, not for nothing. That's 1. 2, there is freedom of the press in this country. 3, these people aren't here to see your face.
How long's it gonna stay in the lot?
You're an officer here to protect me. Just do your job, please. Have a good day.
I'm gonna find you, you purple-haired cunt! I'm gonna smash that camera and fuck you!
He's trying really hard to get himself arrested. Okay, time to leave, Hazel.
That really freaked me out.
It's okay. It's over. We deal with guys like this all day long. They're just trying to stop you from doing your job, that's all. Look, we have freedom of the press in this country. They can't do a thing while we're here.
Once the adrenaline settles from that tense encounter, we resume our patrol, only to come across a new incident over in Vespucci.
We'd better check that out. Let's take a look at that group, find out if there's a problem or not.
2A40 to dispatch. Show us code 6 Adam at Bay City and Vespucci.
Hey, is everything okay? You all right, buddy?
I'm doing terrible, sir. That woman just ran me over.
We'll get paramedics out here.
I'll save you the trouble, boss. The kid wasn't looking where he was going. He walked right into the car.
It wouldn't have mattered if he looked, man. That lady was doing 100 miles an hour.
Okay, who was driving the car?
I was driving.
Thatcher, can you take a written statement?
Step over here with me, please. Can I get your name?
His eyebrow is bleeding. There's a gaping laceration. We cleaned it, dressed it with gauze. No risk of contamination.
While Officer Sarah Ellington briefs the arriving paramedics on the victim's condition and the first aid she administered, the woman who caused the crash is still giving her statement. But right now, things aren't looking too good for her.
At first he was saying he was fine and all, but then some woman showed up and he started playing it up. He just wants attention. He was even asking me for money before you guys got here, telling me to pay his hospital bills and whatever. And he was walking right in the middle of the street.
In these kinds of situations, we have to make sure the vehicle's insurance and everything is in order, that everything checks out. Right now, I'm running the plates to check the registered owner, see if there are any prior citations, and make sure the tags are clean. The car came back registered to an Edward, and the lady doesn't exactly look like an Edward, so we're gonna have to look into that.
Unfortunately, hitting someone at a high speed, combined with the vehicle coming back registered to someone else, resulted in the woman being taken into custody.
I seriously can't believe this. The guy is playing it up on purpose. He walks right in the middle of the street, and I'm the one getting blamed.
In traffic collisions involving injuries, we have to take the driver into custody until the investigation is wrapped up.
2A40 to dispatch. Requesting a tow for a white buffalo involved in an injury, TC. We're at Bay City and Vespucci.
When the lights go out and the night is swallowed by darkness, most people are completely unaware of what unfolds on the city streets. They sleep soundly in their homes, dreaming of tomorrow. But for those who bear the weight of this badge, the day is just beginning. Arrests, high-speed chases, and even shootouts. While it all might seem like just a part of the job, the ones keeping this machine running aren't robots. They are human beings, just like the rest of us. We salute the fallen heroes who gave their lives for this cause.